What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Team Acne. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction video to Connery Lee's video here. It's called My Inspirational Acne Fitness Story, and it is an emotional one. I've only watched about the first minute of it, and I'm going to watch the rest of it fresh. It'll be the first time I've seen it. But yeah, strap in because it's definitely sad, but I think it's going to end up having a really good story at the end of it. So let's jump into this.
Been like 8 hours since the laser. And my face is really bloody now, so yeah, feeling exhausted and tired, and it's really swollen. Throughout my whole life, I was born in a broken family. I'm going to skip to the part in grade 9 when my eating disorder started. Most days I would barely eat 300 calories, thinking I didn't deserve to eat, thinking I was fat, and reading on the internet about how fasting could make you stop breaking out. I was really concerned back then about my skin because my mum thought people would judge me if I had pimples, so she always yelled at me for breaking out.
Yo, that's so sad. Like, first off, I mean, like, having an eating disorder is like already super tough, but then also having the pressure of having acne and having somebody close to you, you know, probably his like first circle of people he communicates with every day, his mom, telling him, you know, stop breaking out, like, this is your fault, you shouldn't be breaking out. That's so terrible. I'm gonna cry while watching this video.
It's not her fault, but as she was a single mum supporting 2 kids, she would always care for us, but she didn't know how to show it. Being told by my mum every day I had bad skin made me believe it. It got to a point where it was so bad I broke out with massive cysts on my face, which caused because my body was dying. Most nights in grade 9 I would cry myself to sleep. I had no direction in life and I was confused. Days when I went to school too, I would cry in the car before I went to school.
I can definitely relate with that. I mean, so many times I ended school, went to my car, and then just started crying. People don't understand how deep acne like strikes you and how hard it is to deal with, and how little relatability you feel like you have with anybody else, and how little you think anybody like really understands you. Dude, this video is hitting hard.
However, the more I broke out from stress, the more I persisted to not eat, thinking that my skin would clear up. Little did I know I was wrong. My SD card crashed, so I don't have any of my acne photos. But this is what happened after I beat my acne. From the outside it was not bad, but in my mind, due to body dysmorphia, I could not stand to look at the mirror at all. I was even ashamed to look strangers in the face, thinking that they would judge me. I got my skin clear from eating back to normal in grade 10, but my scars were getting worse every single day as I didn't know how to look after my scars properly. I started to break out again because I was not eating properly and stressed out as my scars got worse. In my family, it was tradition to get cupped when sick. I had a weak mind back then and allowed it. I'm not going to say who, but one of my family members cut slits on my face and sucked out the blood.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I know what cupping is, but I've never seen it like pull blood out. Like that was gross. That was a lot. On another note, stress is such a huge reason for people's acne. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this online in the comment section on people's acne videos and skin videos and just in the acne community, but people will say stress. I'd say it's probably like number 1 or 2 every time when people ask what's causing acne. And stress can definitely be a huge cause of acne, which is then so circular, right? Because when you have acne, then you stress out about your acne, which then causes you more acne. And for him, he's saying acne scars were causing him stress. Like, yeah, that makes sense to me. That sucks.
The mark of the razor blades, and I hated it even more. Through a ton of research, I found a way to end the mental suffering from my scars. It was laser.
Wait, hold on. I just realized what he just explained. His family members would take a razor blade to his cyst, cut it, and then cup it, and suck the cyst out. That's so bad for so many reasons. That's so bad.
I spent the next 1.5 years working my ass off, sacrificing my weekends to save up for my laser. I would turn down friends just to work so I could end my nightmare. It was the end of grade 11 and I saved up just enough for the procedure, which costed $4,000. Faced a massive obstacle course 6 months out when the doctor told me there was a high chance that the procedure could go wrong. The chance being that I could get pigmentation, resulting in my skin being worse than ever before. The chance was to bleach my skin every day. It was painful at the start, but worth it. I decided to follow my heart. Okay, so today is the 5th of December 2016 and I just woke up and I'm really tired. Today is the day I finally get my laser. So this is my current skin condition right now. Feeling nervous, but today's the day my life's gonna change. So yeah.
This just like totally shows how much acne affects somebody, that they, like he was saying, wouldn't spend time with his friends just so he could save up the money to do a procedure, just because like in his mind he wasn't worth it because he had such body dysmorphia about his acne scars that he felt like, I don't know, like it sounds like he didn't even think like he's not beautiful or he doesn't look good. He feels like he just wasn't even worth it, and that's sad. He says he is bleaching his skin, which I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Definitely wouldn't recommend that myself, but I don't know. Acne will make you do some crazy things. I've done some crazy things before too. I tried to pull out cysts with a syringe before, like a diabetes syringe, and it didn't work. But like, yeah, acne will make you do some crazy things.
Pain was indescribable. I had 16 needles injected in my face. I was numbed and was not put to sleep. The laser lasted for 30 minutes and I could smell my own skin being burnt. Out of these 3 lasers, the first one was the worst and felt like somebody pouring boiling water on my cheeks. I spent 7 weeks of my Christmas holidays at home. 2 weeks in, I cried and went insane from isolation and not training. I hated being stuck in the house and went through emotions I cannot describe. I'm exactly 1 year from an adult being 18. Yeah, this is my face burn from laser. So yeah. I'm so grateful for my family and friends who supported me the whole time. I spent my birthday with them.
Yeah, this story is literally crushing my soul, man. He says he stayed at home for 7 weeks straight just because he didn't like the way his face was looking after laser, so he just wouldn't hang out with anybody, man. Like, hopefully this was all in his head, like right where he was building this, that people wouldn't want to hang out with him or wouldn't want to see him or whatever. And hopefully it wasn't like people that he was hanging out with at school or like people that he was interacting with in public that were making him feel this way and like actually making fun of him. I don't know, just like don't let acne cause you to not go out and do things that you enjoy. Don't let acne take away from living your life.
7 weeks passed and it was now time for school. It was the beginning of grade 12 and I could start training again. I went to school looking like this. I already was mentally broken and it was hard pill to swallow when everybody stared at me. But I didn't lose the most important thing, my motivation.
Always get the fuck out.
Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, and my progress was unbelievable. My skin was healing, and I didn't get pigmentation.
Okay, so one thing that I can definitely tell from this video is that this kid grew up watching people on the internet, fitness community world-wise, and he was really into something like the aesthetics crew. He was basically just trying to like emulate what he'd seen. Maybe you've heard of people like on Gymshark, or just maybe you follow some people on YouTube or Instagram who are super fit, really look great, like their hair is always perfect, their skin is beautiful, their teeth are white, you know, like their muscles are big and they're ripped, and like it always looks like they're having a party. This kind of music is always on in their video compilations and stuff. Like I literally grew up in this same kind of, you know, world too, where that's like I started lifting at 15, and that's why I got acne, was because I started pounding like whey protein, protein powders, milk, all this kind of stuff. And that was, dairy for me was the reason I was causing myself acne and getting cystic acne. I was just doing this because I wanted to have a really great body. I wanted to have like a perfect physique. And a lot of times body dysmorphia and like these issues that we have with ourselves, and the reasons we take ourselves from like, you know, good self-esteem to just terrible self-esteem, is because we follow people on the internet and we say, I'm not as good as those people, and if only I could just be as good as those people, I'd be worth it. I'd be valuable. I wouldn't be who I am. Like, who am I anyways? Like, these people are amazing and I just want to be like them. And it's such a bad mindset, and it's such a bad perspective. It's just unhealthy. And even if you do end up looking like them, it's not a very deep thing. Like it's a very shallow thing to just like just go for looks. Like just try to do something just so that you look a certain way. Obviously, like, you know, surface level, you can look a certain way, but like if you haven't worked on anything deeper, then that's not great. We'll see where this goes though. So let's see what happens the rest of the video.
Making this video, I cried. It was hard for me to record this and share it to you, or those lonely days where I isolated myself from my friends and family sucked. Those days where I wanted to kill myself sucked. Feeling anxious every day, which caused butterflies in your stomach, sucked. My skin hasn't fully healed yet, but I'm not stressed. I still have a year and a half left, but every day I'm going to enjoy it like crazy. With life, you have to believe in yourself. Never let anyone make you feel like dirt. You gotta look up, stand up, and give the world your best. I will train and produce content till the day I die. Not for money, not for fame, but deep within my heart to spread my message and inspire you all. I know how it feels. I've been there, being bullied and going through body dysmorphia, family issues. It sucks. But I believe in you. Follow your heart, live life to the fullest, and show the world your best smile. To all of the family, true friends and supporters, thank you all for being there for me. I will do this to the day I die.
Man, yeah, that started out so sad, and like really, that was really hit me in the feels. So like a couple things. First off, like I think it's awesome that, you know, he was able to turn it around and like have this confidence grow in him and be able to really like pursue what he wanted to with fitness and bodybuilding and trying to build his physique and stuff. And I'm glad that like even when he had his face really red, he still went to the gym, and that's awesome. And it's something I did too. And it's like one of the things I always say to people is like, when you're going through acne, find a passion that doesn't get hindered or stopped because you have acne. Like, you know what I mean? If you're a singer or something like that, or if you're really into painting, or if you're really into bodybuilding or whatever, you can do all those things while you have acne, and it doesn't matter whether or not you have acne, you can still do those things. And that can help a lot with like the self-esteem and like ignoring people who are saying mean things to you, because you can then be like, all right, today was terrible, but I'm gonna go lift weights in my garage, I'm gonna go squat, or whatever it is. So I'm stoked that he was able to do that. No hate to Connor at all for what I'm about to say here, but I do tend to see a lot of these transformation videos when it comes to acne really focus on the before, you know, when my face was broken out, when my face was really red, life sucked, and I was, you know, like I wanted to kill myself, and like I was depressed and all this stuff, and all that is valid, and I'm glad that people open up about that kind of stuff so that we can relate and that we can feel not alone, and I think that's so important. The one thing I don't love about acne transformations is that at the after part, they don't really necessarily talk about, you know, how you're valuable no matter what, how you should focus on your self-esteem, whether or not you are able to clear up your acne. A lot of times they'll say, you know, now my face is clean and clear, and I'm jacked, and my life is 100% better, and I never struggle at all, and I think it sometimes puts out a bad message and reinforces what this kid was going through right here, where he's like, maybe he had seen some before and after videos where he was like, man, that kid's face looks so broken out, and then by the end of it, it was like 2 years later, I'm super clear and my face looks super good, and so life is good because my face is good. And I think it's really important to remember that that's not necessarily the truth every time. You can turn your life around whether or not you clear up your acne. And if you do clear up your acne, a lot of times people still don't like figure things out and don't have a better life. Like their self-esteem is still in the gutter. It's still not something that they've worked on. They haven't worked on being positive about life, being positive about negative situations. So I would say instead of focusing on fixing your face, I would say don't have that kind of a mindset. Don't have a negative talk mindset where you're talking down to yourself all the time. Focus on doing your best in every situation in life and loving yourself, whether or not you have acne, focusing on your passions, not letting certain things get you down, whether it's acne or just things in life that come up that are really stressful or difficult. Focus on being the best version of yourself every single day. Those things, for me, have changed the way that I go about life and makes my life way, way, way better. And when I had my acne at its worst at 15, I went through the same kind of mindset where everything was terrible for so many years, but then I started saying, you know what, screw it. I don't care if people are making fun of me. I don't care if people like are telling me that my acne is gross or that I'm, you know, I don't know. I've had a lot of people say some really terrible things like Rudolph, pizza face and stuff. But you know what, I found my passion and I started focusing on that, and then I saw progress in my life, and progress made me happy, and I said, you know what, I don't care what those negative people are saying about me, because those people haven't been through something that's difficult. They haven't been through a hardship that lets them understand or relate to me, and so they're just being negative, they're just being rude because they're not happy about their life, or they don't and can't understand what I'm going through. And realizing that situation, realizing that fact helped me move forward in a positive way, and my life got significantly better before my acne actually cleared up. I became much more positive, became a social butterfly, gained way more friends than I ever had when I first went to high school all by myself, and I don't know, that's the message I want people to see in before and after videos. Yeah, no hate to Connor again, because I think this video is great, but yeah, I just wanted to say that at the end of this video, just so that like if you're watching right now, know that you don't have to wait until your face is clear to go out and enjoy your life, follow your passions, make friends, go to the movies, enjoy, you know, having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, flirt with people, like all that is fine. I had my first girlfriend, my first kiss when my face was completely broken out. My first and my second girlfriend when my face was completely broken out. And when I asked them what they thought about my face, they said they never even really noticed that I had acne until I started asking about them, until I started like saying, did you ever notice my acne? And they were like, well, I haven't really, like I know you have acne, but I hadn't looked at it closely until you started asking me about it. So, a lot of words there, I just spoke really quickly, but I don't know, I just want you guys to know that you are valuable beyond what you even understand right now, and in the future I hope that you start to understand and respect the value that you have, whether or not you can clear up your face. So that brings us to the end of this reaction video. I would love to do more of these. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you have other acne videos that you'd like to see me react to, absolutely let me know. If you guys want to check out my favorite skincare acne scar and redness brand, Banish is the one that I use, banishbrian.com, or use Brian5 for $5 off of your order of $50 or more. It's definitely my favorite brand in the world. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're part of Team Acne. I'll see you guys next video.